Uh, hey y'all, how you doing? Doing good, good. Don't even need to answer. Um, I want to dedicate this video to Angela because it's going out to you. Uh, so far, the only one who's given me a suggestion on a video to make. Um, Thanks, by the way. All right. So Angela, you said that I seem troubled, and that how about sharing those troubles with my viewers? And I suppose that's a good idea. Um, well, I was troubled. Let me give you a little bit of background on me. I'm 23 years old. I live in southern Oklahoma. A little background on the troubles. I started smoking pot at 15 years of age. When I was 15 years old, the summer between my freshman and sophomore year, and might have been 16. I can't remember. Anyway, that's kind of part of the problem. That's kind of what causes me not to be able to remember. But anyway, I started smoking pot at a relatively young age, not the youngest, but um, and I saw it as my medicine. It turns out it was doing more harm than good. Weren't um, the side effects weren't um, they weren't worth the medicinal effect that it gave me. I smoked to be calm. I've suffered from depression and as a teenager through my adult years, and I've suffered from ADHD all through my childhood years. I couldn't focus. I didn't want to focus. I don't know what it was. I don't know. Anyway, I suffered from ADHD as a young child, and then started suffering from depression as a teenager actually until just a couple weeks ago when I started making these videos. And these videos didn't cause me to not be depressed. These videos are a result of that depression being lifted, not from any specific medication. I don't even take medication at all, but not from medication or not from anything except for the revelation I've had of wisdom. So I appeared scatterbrained because I was scatterbrained. I appeared troubled because I was troubled. I had smoked pot for 6 years, thinking it was helping me, and then I stopped smoking once I had this revelation of wisdom I told you about, and I felt a little bit down a couple weeks after I had the revelation, and then so I figured I'd try again to see if it really was what I needed, if it really was helping me, and I just thought it wasn't. So I went back and I smoked again, and but I realized ultimately that it wasn't helping me. It was making me who I didn't want to be. It was dumbing me down, taking away and my memory and my intellect, making me feel, just literally making me retarded in the sense of slowness. I always thought that my thought process was a curse, and that it was bad to think about everything at all times. And it turns out it is actually probably the most beneficial thing I can do, is to think about all things at all times. To be honest, I was just confused about a lot of things my whole life and up until recently. And yeah, so now you know. But yeah, so now you know why. And that's that. Her next suggestion was, and what moved you to air your thoughts on YouTube? That divine revelation that I had. Well, you could call it a divine revelation, but the revelation of wisdom is what I would like to call it, is what moved me to air my thoughts on YouTube. I don't like being one of the only. I'm not saying I'm the only wise person, but I'm the only wise person I know. Or that sounded really narcissistic. That's not what I meant to say. What I meant to say is just, I know there are other wise people out there, and I'm trying to bring us together. Like, it troubles me knowing what I know and being happy because of it, knowing others could be happy because of the same thing, but they limit themselves, and they just limit themselves to being unhappy. I mean, it's pretty much. And that is pretty much what I'm trying to say, and that bothers me. I mean, it really does. It hurts me deeply seeing others that are in pain whenever they could be free and they could be happy. Yeah. Her next question was, is that your artwork on the wall behind you? All this artwork is actually my wife's. I'll get some down and show you. Well, you can see this is just a painting canvas, and it's been cut out in a flower pattern. This right here, can't see. This is a GTA GTA 5 poster map from inside the case. This one right here is my last name. My best friend Robert drew up the graffiti, and my wife painted it in the color scheme. This is an SHASTID. Right there. We thought the brick wall was fitting for the art pattern. Right here we have, I would like to call it the beginning. What caused me what caused my revelation, the very beginning of it, all these. That's what I'm going to start calling the Bible. The Bible is not the ultimate source of knowledge. It's really just one that seems to have a lot more truth in it than others, however vague it is. But a lot of these have significant meaning in my life. I'll leave this up here for a second so you can read it. This one right here is very descriptive of true love, of a real relationship between a man and a wife. This one right here is just too... Sorry, guys. This one is really, I mean, it's just wisdom. It's all wisdom. It's all wisdom. It's all wisdom. It's all wisdom. I mean, it's just, there's wisdom in a lot of things. And if you're not sure exactly what wisdom is, wisdom is really kind of hard to explain, but not really. It's just pretty much the right thing, loving the right thing, doing the right thing for you, for everyone around you. I do believe these were the first two she made for me. I have a really crappy webcam. Uh, I'll show you some more that don't necessarily have too much wisdom significance. They're just kind of passions of our life. They're pretty good, I must say. They're not professional because she's not a professional painter. She doesn't want to be a professional painter. These are her it's just her passion, something she likes to do when she's bored. It's just a hobby. This right here is Durant, Oklahoma. Somewhere, I think it's on the intersection of Arkansas Street and I think Main Street, or no, sorry, Arkansas and Main run parallel. Arkansas and I believe like ninth or 8th. It's right here, railroad tracks. And this is our water tower. Her name is Stormy, by the way. And it's really cool. I never knew who I was supposed to be with. I was only in like a few real relationships, and I got my heart shit on multiple times. Well, my first love was I'll be right back. I gotta roll a fucking cigarette. But my first love, high school, we were just far away. I really did love her with all my heart. She loved me with all of her heart. We were just young, and we lived like 45 miles apart. Or no, yeah, I don't know, more than that. She lived in Howe, Texas. I lived here in Durant. And my mom lives in Howe. That's how I went to school there for a few years, and that's how we ended up meeting. But it just didn't work out. Long distance relationships don't work out, as you all know, unless two people really, really love each other, and we were too young to be able to handle it. And then, so she didn't really break my heart. My heart did get broken, but it wasn't by her. Then didn't really take anything serious, no serious relationships, just sleeping around as a teenager, as a dumb kid. Then this name, I can't say her name, this woman, because of, I like to call her me and my friends, we have an inside joke. Our exes, the ones that we truly loved but broke our hearts, we call them, in a Harry Potter reference, the one of which we do not speak. We don't even bother to call them by their name. But yeah, I treated her like a queen, did everything I could for her, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, she just didn't want to be with me anymore. Couldn't give any specific reasons, and yeah, it shattered me, and I vowed at that moment that I would never enter a relationship again unless I knew it was who I was supposed to be with. And you ask, how do you know something like that? You don't. You just do. You don't know. You just know. It's paradoxical, but it makes sense to the wise. And then on to my current relationship. We've been together almost 2 years now. I proposed to her at Salitas here in Durant for my I don't know what I was going to say. But she's just been really good for me. Don't get me wrong. We've had our fights and we've had our arguments, and those have made me a stronger person. I don't believe that I would be where I am today. I don't believe I ever would have had the revelation of wisdom I had unless I did meet her. And when I say we had fights and stuff, I mean not physical knockdown dragouts, but we've put each other through more pain than we've ever been through in our entire lives. not willingly. It was all on accident because of misunderstanding and stuff. But yeah, she's really good for me. She's always been really good for me. Even when I couldn't see it and I thought she was just being mean, or I thought she was just not listening. Turns out we just both weren't listening to each other, and caused a lot of problems. And like I said, without her, I wouldn't be where I am today. I wouldn't know what I know today. I would know what I know, but I wouldn't know the full impact of it and the power it has. So I guess she's part of another reason that I moved to air my thoughts on YouTube. She's been telling me for a while that I should start a blog because I guess for whatever reason she's been telling me that I should do it for a while. So I finally and I've always wanted to do it for a while. I just never, because of the pot, I never had the willpower or the thought process to be able to do it. When was the last time I smiled or laughed, and why? Other than now, for about a few minutes, probably at least 2 minutes straight, I just smiled and laughed the whole time that I was thinking about making this. I wasn't even going to make this. I was about to go play League of Legends, but the thought popped up in my mind of the suggestions that she made. And honestly, when was the last time I smiled or laughed, and why? About 10 minutes ago, or however long this video's been, and it was because of you. So thank you. Before that, I mean, I laugh and smile every day. I find, especially these last couple of weeks, I found good in everything, and that really helps me smile. Really helps me be happy. I mean, without knowing that, I wouldn't be happy. So yeah, thanks for the suggestion, Angela. Thanks again. Just thanks for listening. Thanks for watching, all you viewers. I hate to ask, but it seems like I've had a lot of views and people are sharing my videos and stuff, but they're not subscribing. So make sure and subscribe, or don't. I don't want likes or anything. My most liked video is actually, or my most viewed video is my favorite video, but it has 5 dislikes and 1 like, so that doesn't bother me a bit. It actually makes me happier getting dislikes on that video, because it shows that people are being cut, and they gotta be cut to wake up. You gotta be slapped in the face if you're asleep. If you're dead asleep and you won't wake up, gotta pour cold water on you, they gotta slap you. You know, the wake up call. Whenever someone's just being absolutely stupid and then they slap you in the face. You know, that's good. I'm glad I cut y'all. I'm glad I cut them, and I'm glad that they might eventually wake up. Anyway, thanks, guys. My damn mustache getting in my way. Better. I hope you can hear me. I'm gonna be editing this video to make it better. Anyway, blah blah blah. This part's not gonna be here. Damn it, boss. Get up there. Boss, get on the couch. Stay. Fuck, damn dog. Okay. Alright. Boss! Get up there! Go! Sorry. I rule my dog with an iron fist. You got to when you have pit bulls.